I have just recently made a cranberry salsa dip recipe, which I said we were going to roll over into an entree. So today I've got some chicken breasts, and I have already butterflied them. Now, so I've just cut them right in half. If you have a butcher that can do that for you, that's fantastic. But for myself, I just cut them in half, and if you want also, you could probably take a mallet and put the chicken breast between parchment paper and maybe just thin it out a little if you prefer. Now, today I'm stuffing my chicken breasts with spinach, and of course, our favorite Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese. And what I've done is I've taken the cream cheese and I put it in a separate bowl so I don't cross-contaminate it. That way I'm not going to waste any of the cream cheese. So once I've touched it, of course, with the scoop, I don't want to have to throw that away. So we're going to start off, of course, putting our spinach, just maybe 1 or 2 leaves. You can get some, just look for the bigger ones. So I'm going to take a little ice cream scoop, or a little cookie scoop is what we use it for. And I'm going to put that into the spinach. Just fold that up. That's another thing, that's another reason I like to use the leaves, is lots of times when you're stuffing chicken, quite often the cream cheese or the cheese will melt out, but I kind of like to put it inside of this, and then it makes a little pocket for it and stays nice and together, so it's not all coming out. I'm also just throwing a few little red peppers in here, thinly sliced, and that adds just a little more flavor to it. Now I'm going to fold that over, and you of course can use your little toothpicks. A word of wisdom from something I've learned. Try to avoid the mint toothpicks. They tend to make people go, well, what was that little flavor in there? Just minty fresh chicken. So, of course, you can just remove your toothpicks after you've fried your chicken. By that time, it's formed a seal. So you don't want anybody to be cutting into their chicken at supper and having them cut right into a toothpick, of course. So we'll just do, of course, the second one, and taking the scoop of chive and onion cream cheese again. Of course, you can also use the herb and garlic or plain or whatever your favorite is for cream cheese. And I just happen to like that flavor of the chive and onion. Now I'm going to get those little red peppers again and fold that up. And pin it again. So you basically have the general idea of where this is going. So what we'll do is we'll go to the next step. So what I'm going to do is do an egg wash flour onto the chicken, and I'm going to put on a rubber glove because usually when I'm doing this with a bare hand, you have like glue-like hands from the flour and the egg mixture, of course, and it really thickens up. And I found it to be helpful to take a rubber glove, and then you can just take that right off, and instead of having to every couple of minutes go and wash the hands off. So what we're going to do, I've got flour here today, and I put in just some garlic powder and some onion powder and a little bit of salt and pepper. And so I'm going to just roll that into the flour, then the egg, and again back into the flour. So it forms that nice crust on it. I'd also thought perhaps about using panko crust, panko breadcrumbs on it, but I thought maybe just a little too maybe just a little too bold, a little too crunchy. Do our second one. Good. And again, into the egg. And back into the flour. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to brown those off. We're just going to put them on the frying pan and just brown them all the way around. We're going to brown those chicken breasts off. So I've just got a little bit of oil, of course, in the pan. We're going to put those in and let those brown. Now, when those have finished browning, you're going to put them into a 350-degree oven and let them cook for 35-45 minutes. We have our stuffed spinach chicken. Place those just over here. So while those are resting, what I have in my pot right now is sugar and cornstarch. I have about a quarter cup of sugar and some cornstarch. So I'm going to just turn the stove on. And to that I'm going to add 2 cups of cranberry juice. And some of our cranberry salsa, which of course I said earlier that contains lemon juice, sugar, ginger, jalapenos, green onions, and cilantro. So what we're going to do is just let that come to a boil. Actually, it is a really nice color. Really nice idea for a theme. Like I said, you could start off with that cranberry salsa, serve it before supper, and really nice, of course, the color. Very nice for perhaps Thanksgiving, Christmas, anything that you might do turkey with that you would normally include that you would normally include cranberries in, then this would be something that you could include into your supper. Okay, so here we have our chicken complete. Spinach and, again, chive and onion, Philadelphia cream cheese stuffed chicken, and we have our cranberry salsa that we've also used as an appetizer, as a dip for earlier. We've taken that, made a lovely sauce out of it, and there you have it. Doesn't that look good? Alright, my guests are getting hungry. Thanks for coming by, and if you choose me, I won't have to use my neighbor's kitchen. I can use that prize money to create my own kitchen and film my own videos in my own kitchen. Thanks so much.